So if you've been to the grocery store, if you've been to the gas station, if you've been almost anywhere, you've noticed life's a little more expensive. Inflation hitting families seemingly everywhere. So what does that mean for our local economy? What does it mean for local businesses?
So joining us in today's Leading USA segment is Richard Bettis, President and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Richard. Thank you so much for taking time for us this morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. And happy birthday.
Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. All right. So big picture, Richard, what have the latest inflation numbers, what have they meant for us locally?
Well, you know, inflation happens when there is a strong demand and it meets a persistent short supply of goods and services, right? And so we are definitely feeling that. And families are feeling pinches, right? I mean, even my own family, you know, my wife and I yesterday were at the grocery store, and we usually spend, $50, it's just her and I together to get some necessities. We were at $80. And that is happening all over the city in large families, small families. And so as a result, people have had to modify their spending. Instead of filling up their gas tank, maybe they're putting in a quarter of a gas tank. And they're definitely cutting back other spending. So it is squeezing families, and it's a tough time right now.
Yeah, I think we're all feeling it personally in our families. But how have these rising prices impacted local businesses?
Well, on the heels of the pandemic, businesses are still trying to bulk up and kind of get where they used to be. So inflation is just another whammy on them. The cost of materials, the inventory, labor has been such a challenge, with people still figuring out whether they're going to come back to work or changing jobs entirely, which has caused costs to rise. So it has put a real strain on small businesses. They've had to modify their hours of operation, and they've really had to rethink how to maximize their ability to serve their customers. So it's an odd time for businesses as well as consumers.
So I'm glad that you brought up small businesses. And we know San Antonio is home to so many small businesses, really is the backbone of our community. Are these inflation numbers only hitting small businesses, or is it industry-wide?
There are all kinds of industries, large and small businesses. In fact, the travel and tourism industry, they are still suffering immensely, although we've had a great spring break and, fiesta and things like that, which helped to bulk them up. But still, they are not anywhere near 2019 numbers. And people, of course, are still warming up to the fact of wanting to travel. So that they're still suffering. The automotive industry, they are still struggling with supply chain issues. There's a chip shortage. You see any lot, pretty much, new cars in this city, and the lots are empty. They're not able to bring enough vehicles in, and there's demand, but the ability to crank those cars out is a challenge right now.
Richard, is there anything being done to help local small businesses?
There are many things being done, Sarah. The city and the county have done great to help bulk up small businesses, in particular during the worst times of the pandemic. But now organizations like Lift Fund, they're available to help small businesses with funding, loans, that sort of thing. And then the UTSA, the Small Business Development Center at the UTSA, has a great program that helps small businesses with things like developing a business plan, exploring market segments, and they can even help you do financing as well. So there are indeed many resources out there to help small businesses. But the other thing that we need is for prices to get back down so customers can get out and begin to buy.
All right, Richard, I got a tough question for you. Is there any timetable for how long this inflation is going to persist? We know, the Fed has said this is transitory. Economists have a wide range. So from your perspective, any idea?
I will say that I see strong signs every single day. People are coming back downtown. People are utilizing the convention center, our restaurants. It's hard to say exactly when, but I will say that we are on the right track. If we can get a handle on inflation and people can get their confidence back, I think it's just a matter of months.
Okay.
Thank you, Richard Bettis. Our viewers see this interview later on ksat.com in its entirety. Thank you so much, sir.
Great seeing you all. Take care.
Thank you.